There's been a new Runtown since late 2016. That was about when I dropped Mad Over You. That's been my biggest single so far, my biggest song ever in my career. And I was in a down moment in my career then. I even had some issues with my label and management, and we're in court like back and forth. So that kind of like put me down. But I used to be on the phone with my mom, and my mom used to tell me I should channel everything, that this is the time to be positive with everything. I took my studio and I flew out to LA, and I was there recording, and I was like, okay, now I have to come out with the biggest song in Africa. And I recorded Mad Over You. I think London puts me in that recording spirit. Like anytime I'm out here, I've made most of my songs out here. London and LA gives me the same vibe of recording. I feel like London is like a laid-back New York in a way. So I was born in Enugu. Enugu is the eastern part of Nigeria. Both parents are from Enugu. Growing up in Enugu is quite different because I was raised by parents who thought that like education was like the main thing. There's this thing about African parents, you have to be a doctor, an engineer, or anything. Like if you're talking music, like it's all gonna happen. Growing up, I had that mindset of becoming an engineer. That's what I thought I would be, and I lost my dad in '96. That changed like everything for me. I started seeing life a different way. I went into basketball. I started playing basketball for a very long time, and I felt like I fell in love with music right at the same time I was playing basketball. I had friends that used to be into music, so after the games, we used to go to the studio and go vibe with them. So I feel like from there, music just stole everything from me, and I follow music till now. Part of me felt like my dad will be kind of not really disappointed, but that's not what he wanted me to be. But I just felt like, okay, if I was going to do this, if I was going to be a music artist, that I was going to be a world artist just to make my parents proud. Because even when I started music, the early stages of my music career, my mom didn't support it. Do you understand? It got to a point I had to run away from the house. Do you understand? I started living with my friends in the ghetto, like going to the studio recording, and dropped out of school for a bit just to balance the whole music thing. My mom is proud of everything I'm doing, yeah. Living my life in the hood, in the ghetto with my friends made me see life a different way. I started appreciating everything I had. I can remember when we didn't have money to go to the studio, we always like walk to the studio. That's like 5 miles, 6 miles, like we walk to the studio like every evening. Sometimes my mom would call me and be like, I had this dream that you haven't eaten for days, do you understand? Like you're not feeling fine, do you understand? Talk to me, son, like how are you feeling? I'll be like, no mom, I'm okay and everything, but I might not even have eaten that day, but I was just like focused on like winning. That was all I could see then, just winning, and I was just out there. And I knew like if I was not in that environment, I would have been distracted. So like I appreciate everything that happened in the ghetto. The greatest fear is failing. Do you understand? I feel like everyone is scared of failing. It's not something you want to be a part of, and going against wishes of like your parents, there will be a side of you that will keep telling you, what if this thing fails? Do you understand? But like I just kept being positive on everything, and I was like, we're here for the win, so we're going to win regardless of anything. So I feel like failing has been the greatest fear. First, a lot of people say Runtown is a laid-back brand, Runtown is shy, but I just feel like I chose to do my music in a more reserved way. I'm not a hunter, I'm a gatherer. Like I believe in gathering, and I believe in paying more attention. Like I could be in a room, I could be the smartest person in the room, and I'm paying attention to everyone, and I'm learning something from everyone. Okay, I'm learning this from this guy, I'm learning this from that guy. Well, I said perception of people about the brand Runtown, being laid back, shy, but I just feel like the brand is a reserved brand, and I chose that way because I like to pay more attention to people. When I recorded Mad Over You, I knew it was the song. Do you understand? So when I put out Mad Over You actually became the biggest song in Africa, and I felt like it was the most challenging moment of my career, and I had to do it because I had to prove a point. One of the mistakes I made in the early stage of my career was like dealing with time wasters. The first thing I did was to like cut everyone off and be positive. If you're here with me, like we have to bring something positive to the table. I had to link with my more like family, because right now like most people I work with now are like close family. And I also learned that no matter what you do in life, if anyone is working with you, you can only work with people that have something to lose. If you have nothing to lose, then I'm not working with you. Do you understand? Because it's a waste of time. Like, anything can happen and you have nothing to lose. You need to have something at stake. Do you understand? And we're going to work. So it taught me a lot of lessons. I've always been someone that believed in the art of music. I always believe in the craft. Like, anything I do, even down to my performances, my stage, I always like it to be different. Having that unique sound and that universal sound. Like, I get called in places like the Bahamas, like places I didn't even know like my song will even get to. Do you understand? So I'll be like, wow, we're going to the Bahamas to perform. Do you understand? I thought we were supposed to go there just to chill, just for holidays. Do you understand? So I feel like having that unique sound has been my approach. The whole world is listening to that Afro sound right now. I remember in the early 90s when the whole it was a reggae sound, when you had the rich girls, like you had a lot of sounds like I think that was around Akon, that reggae sound in the US. I feel right now Afrobeat is at that point now. It's time to be different, it's time to be unique, and it's time to package it very well for the world to really know what we're made of. I don't feel alone in that mission, because big up everyone, big up artists like Whiskey, Davido, Burna Boy, Mr. Easy, Techno, like everyone has been playing a good part. Like even other artists from other African countries, like Nasty C from South Africa, Casper Novius, Sarkodie from Ghana. Like everyone's been putting in work. I feel like this is a time for us to be united and show the world what we're made of. Success is a mind state. Every day you wake up, I'm like, I'm successful. It's a mindset. I always say this in my interviews, life inspires me, the society around me, the people around me. Like now I'm speaking to you and I'm inspired, I'm learning a lot from you. I just try to be at the right place to get the good energy, because you know, energy is very infectious, so it has to be positive energy, good energy. So I get inspired off good energy. I don't play with time. I don't work with time wasters. Time is very valuable. Time is everything. Yo, what's up guys? My name is Runtown, the sound god of Africa, and this is MYCOMEUP.